For today's Green Thumb segment, Ryan Bates from Ted Lare Design Build is here, and today we're talking about trees. Thanks so much for coming in. And you brought lots of toys to
Yes, we did.
Too.
Well, now with the cooler weather, it's time to start thinking about pruning your trees, and this is a great time to do it as the sap's going back down. You don't get that sap running out of the branch, out of the wound when you clip it.
So fall is ideal for doing this?
Yes, fall is definitely ideal for pruning your trees.
Okay, and you've got a variety of things you can use,
Yep.
from the small to the very, very big.
Yep, those are fairly large loppers for cutting branches, you know, in the inch to 2 inch range.
Extension on there.
Yeah, those are nice because you can reach up a little higher with them.
Should I try to get a light?
That probably would be a good idea.
Maybe not. Yeah. All right, so you're going to use these for the higher branches.
Yep.
And then you've got a fold out.
Yeah, these are really nice pruning saws. They're nice. You can throw them in your pocket, easy to carry, good for cutting branches up to 4 inches or so. You can cut some pretty good sized branches with those.
And you said the cool thing about these is they're cutting forward and back.
Right,
so
they're double-edged, so they cut through very quickly. They're a really good set to have.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you have tree wrap. What's
Yeah,
that?
also a good time to wrap your trees this time of year. Deer are out, and they like to rut the trees with their antlers, and that can cause a lot of damage to your trees. So it's a good idea to wrap the trunks of your young trees with the wrap.
Okay, and it's just kind of a thick paper.
Yeah, it's like a thick paper, and it's really nice because it does blend in with the trunk of the natural trunk look of the tree. So
How do you secure that?
Usually you just start wrapping at the top, and then when you get to the bottom, secure it with like a piece of duct tape, and then you can push your mulch back up over it so you don't even see the duct tape.
Very, very
and
nice.
that leaves a real natural look.
Okay, and we had our first call. Let's see if I can find where it went. There it is. It's a big chicken, Kathleen. She didn't want to go on the air with us, but Kathleen is from Des Moines. She says, what kind of leaves should you use to cover her rose bushes?
Well, the best kind of leaves to cover your rose bushes are oak leaves because they don't turn mushy. They tend to stay real stiff over the winter, and they allow that airspace so you have good insolation.
All right, very nice.
That's the best thing to use.
And I think she said she had maple. Those aren't.
Yeah, maples aren't so good. They tend to turn slimy, and they'll hold a lot of moisture around the canes of your rose bush, and that can cause a lot of rot and disease over the winter.
All right. Before we go, we want to show that graphic real quick if we can, and show everybody exactly how they can trim their tree.
Yep. This is a good way to do it. It depends on kind of the size of branch that you're using. To prune a small branch, you want to look for what's called the branch collar. It's usually underneath the branch. There's kind of a rippled area that you'll see, and you want to prune outside of that, just barely outside of that. If you prune too far close to the trunk of the tree, you'll cause a larger wound that takes longer to heal, and the healing cells are in that collar. So you've cut off part of the healing cells, so it takes longer for that to close, and it can cause disease. So it's a good idea just to prune outside of that collar. Wound will close quicker.
Now, how do you know which branches to trim? I've heard there are ones that are pointing down? Inward
and hanging branches that hang down, you want to prune off. Also ones that cross inside of the tree, you want to prune those out. And anything that is like a water sprout that's shooting straight up off of a branch up through the middle of the tree, you want to prune off.
All right, and we have a caller on the line, Ruth Ann from Des Moines. And Ruth Ann, you have a question for us?
Yes, I do. I'm going to plant sedum today, and I want to know, do we plant it in the sun or the shade?
Oh, sedum really likes to be in the sun. It's kind of a succulent plant, likes a lot of heat. More sun it has, the better it's going to do.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ruth Ann. All right, thanks for all the great advice. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Well, you can get in touch with Ryan at Ted Lare at the number on your screen, or go online. They have a website as well. We have a link to that website on kcci.com.